Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's well. We're going to learn all about calendar, keep, and tasks in about 5 minutes. So we're going to learn all about calendar, keep, and tasks in about 5 minutes. Hold on. Well, I got echo upon echo upon echo. I'm glad I turned this on fast. Okay. Let's see. Do y'all hear me okay now? Looks like we're not screen sharing anymore. Better? Anybody can write in that chat window for me and let me know that they can hear me. That would be awesome. Let's see. I can still see green lights, so I'm assuming you can hear me okay. If you can't, please chat in that window and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you can hear me. We'll get started here in about 6 minutes. While you're waiting, grab your friends, grab your colleagues. This is actually a really fun class that could last for hours if we wanted it to. This morning, we had a really great time learning all about it. So grab your friends and we'll get started soon. I'm going to mute that microphone and we'll get started in about 5 minutes. Just testing everything. I'm in a new room today, and so I wanted to make sure I just hardwired because I saw it was spinning. So hopefully that'll fix that. And I think everybody can hear me okay. So we will get started in just a few minutes. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 3 o'clock. We're going to get started. I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. And we are going to go ahead and start our session on Google Calendar, Keep, and Tasks. I am Melissa Matthews. Dr. Gail Sigalakis is out at schools this afternoon, so she left me all by my lonesome, but that's okay. Because I've left her all by her lonesome before too. So, give and take. We're with the Department of Educational Technology, and we're so happy to have you join us this afternoon. Hello, Melanie. I see her in the chat window. I'm assuming everybody can hear me fine. Hi, Stacy. She's chatting in also. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. We have enough to fill hours, and we have 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and begin. So our weekly webinars, for those of you who are new, are every Tuesday. They're from 8:30 to 9 or from 3 to 3:30. They are 2 points every week. And you need to make sure that you are registered in ELN for the class and that is where you upload your screenshot for the homework. And we'll get into the homework at the end. So we are going to talk today about Calendar, Google Tasks, and Google Keep. So I'm assuming all of you have used at least one of these before. So go ahead in the chat window for me. Type what your favorite feature is before I teach you anything. We're going to have the same question later at the end, and we're going to see what, how it changed and how your thoughts changed and what you've learned that's just wowed you. It's actually quite cool. I was at lunch today paying for my food, and a very nice lady, I don't know her name, unfortunately. She apparently knows me because she said, your webinar was so great this morning. I learned so much. And she's like, I wish you would have gone on for hours because I really was like enjoying it. So it's very nice to get that feedback. So Melanie loves calendar. Mary loves reminders. Me too. I'm all about reminders. And Urbano, hi Urbano, loves keep. So yes, those are all awesome. Let's see. Before we get started, I forgot this part. So let me find my mouse. There it is. If you are watching through the weekly webinar browser, so you've hit play, you're watching live, and now we have, boom, there, echo. So if you're watching through here, if I click the YouTube link down in the bottom right corner, you are going to then be in the YouTube browser, and you can see here all of my chats. Notice that it says top chat here. Make sure you have that on live chat or you will miss some messages. You see how Stacy's just magically appeared. So she constantly uses calendar. Me too. I love the reminders that'll pop up in my email from the calendar. Perfect. Hi, Frank. Also, before we go into more, I want to tell you in the bottom right corner of the YouTube, there's that gear where my mouse is. If I click on that and go to quality, I can go to 720p and look at the quality now. Magic. It's amazing. So please go ahead and upload that. That way you can see what I'm sharing with you as opposed to guessing. So I'm going to go ahead and close this browser, and we are going to go ahead and keep on checking. So a lot of your messages were right on target. I love that you use keep and tasks, and the reminders feature is huge. So we're going to get into all of that. So let's go live. So I'm going to escape out of there, and we're going to go directly into my mail or my calendar. I'm sorry. I will not do what Gail did. And honestly, Gail, the week I was out, I was horribly sick, and Gail went ahead and took over for me. Thank you, Gail. And so when she did that, she was supposed to do Google Calendar and 2 other things, I forget. And this one was supposed to be mail, keep, and tasks. So I almost flip-flopped it like she did. So we're good. So we're going to learn today about calendar, keep, and tasks. So we're going to start in calendar. And I want to show you there's 2 things to do. And let me just take off. You guys don't need to know what's in our conference room, what's going on. The purple is me. And you can see that here. I have the purple color. And we're going to go through. And there's two ways to make a calendar appointment. So the first way is I'm going to show you the hard way first. So to me, the hard way is to click the create button in the top left corner. Now I'm going to add the title, and I always make it delete me when it is a practice one, because otherwise I make like a dentist appointment and then I end up trying to go to the dentist when I don't have an appointment. So I say delete me. Then I have to go in and change the date and the time. And then I can go ahead and click more options, and I can add my location. So let's say it's Palm Beach Gardens High School. And I can add that notification in my settings. I make it always 5 minutes before, but I can add a notification also, whether it comes in as a pop-up, which is the notification, or an email. And if it's an email, I probably want it 10 minutes before, because I have to actually check my email to see it. So if I give myself 10 minutes, chances are I may see it in time. And so those are the notifications that a lot of you loved. And then this is kind of a hidden feature, this default visibility. If you're making an appointment and you don't want anyone to know about it, but you don't want to forget it, you can make it private. So no matter who it is that looks at your calendar is going to see busy. They're not going to see what you're doing then. They're only going to see busy. So that's a really neat feature. Public means the whole world can see it. And default visibility means the people you've shared your calendar with can see what you're doing. And the people you haven't will see whether you're busy or free. So that's what those three features are. You can always add a description. You can add something from Google Docs here. So like, let's say you have an agenda. You can go in and you can search and you can find the agenda and you can add it to it. And that way that agenda is right there for anyone attending your meeting. You can also add guests. So let's say I'm going to add Gail. And I'm going to add Karen Fowler, because she was the first name on there. And I'm going to add one more person. I'm going to add Urbano. Oh, maybe one more. Let's add Frank. And I'll show you why I'm doing this. Okay, so you can see Karen has a star and Urbano has a star. And I'm going to tell you what that means in a minute, and Frank does not. So now I need to make an appointment, but I want to make sure everyone's available. So in order to do that, I'm going to click Find a Time. Now I'm going to see my calendar, Gail's calendar, and Frank's calendar. Notice how I'm not seeing Karen or Urbano's. The reason why is because they have it where we can't see their calendar, and I'm going to show you how to fix that in just a few minutes. So this way I can say, okay, obviously the time I chose is not going to work, but look, I can maybe fit it in right here and that may work, but you can see how like she's at Palm Springs Middle here and I'm at Palm Springs Middle there. So that's probably not going to work. Maybe another day. So let's check out Friday. Friday looks great. Maybe an 8 to 9 will work. And notice how not only does the date change, but the day and time changes too automatically for you when you use this Find a Time feature. I can also search by the week and see who's doing what based on the week. So that's also very nice. So this is the Find a Time feature. Flip back to event details. It shows you all of that. And all of those features are the same, the easy and the hard way. So I'm going to show you the easy way now. I'm going to delete this invite. So discard the changes, and I'm going to start over. So now I'm going to make an appointment from 4 to 5 on February 26th. So notice how I just dragged and dropped from 4 to 5. I did not click the create button. I'm back here where we were before, but notice my day and my time is already there. So now I can say delete me, and I can say more options, and now I'm back where I was. So the biggest difference is I don't have to select the date and time up here. It automatically populates based on where I drag and drop my appointment from. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to go ahead and discard this appointment as well. Now I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to show you how Karen and Karen and Urbano's calendar were blocked off. So I can add someone's calendar here. So I can say Urbano, and I spelled your name wrong, Urbano. And I can add his calendar, and it'll come back down to the bottom, and it'll say I'm going to request access, which I'm not, but I could. Or I could create a new calendar here very easily. And you know what? I'm fumbling. I'm sorry. I want the settings for my calendar. So I'm going to go to my calendar, and I'm going to click the 3 dots, and I'm going to go to settings and sharing. Now, if you scroll down just a little bit, this access permissions is what we're looking at. Urbano and, or not, was it Urbano? Yes, Urbano and Karen do not have this box checked. This box allows anyone within our school district the ability to see whether someone is free or busy on their calendar. I can't see what you're doing. I don't know where you are, but I can see if I make an appointment with you at that day and time, whether or not you're available or whether or not your calendar's booked. So that will help me. So I highly suggest you have that checked. It was checked by default, but certain people were told at some point in time to uncheck that. So I would highly suggest you check that if it's not already checked. And that's that. We can also share with specific people. So all these people can see all my event details. They can't make appointments. They can't change appointments. They can't do anything on my calendar but see what's going on. So they can tell where I am, what I'm doing, etc. So that's that. Oh, and remember those notifications? These are automatically there by default on my appointments for my calendar. So it's just for me. So I can add things if I want, but that's there by default for me. And I specifically put that there, so I don't know if it's there by default for you, but it is there by default for me. So let's go back for a moment. I want to show you something super cool. Are you ready? Under Add Calendar, type District. But you have to spell it right. District Calendar. When you do that, mine is this lime green color, and I'm going to show you the month. You can see all that lime green color is exactly what you would see on the district calendar on the district webpage with the phones and the pencils and all of that. That's what that is. So Kim Culp and I one day realized that both of us were manually typing in every single date on that calendar. And we thought, if he and I are doing that, and it's about an hour start to finish to put that in. So if I'm doing it, that's an hour of my time, an hour of Kim's time. We thought, how many other people are doing this? Let's just make one calendar for the whole district and make it so that nobody has to type that in. So if you go ahead and add district calendar, you will then also have that capability of not having to type that in and being able to see everything on the district calendar layered on your calendar. So hopefully that will help you greatly. I know that I use it constantly. Also note, do you see all of these calendars where it says my calendars? Those are all of the calendars that I specifically created. So I did that by either clicking those 3 dots and saying create new calendar, or I went and I created a Google Classroom, and every Google Classroom comes with a calendar. So a lot of these are my Google Classroom calendars. So, and if I don't want to see one, I'm just going to click that X and make it go away. Easy enough. So that's your calendar. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. If I wanted to, let me go back to my week. If I wanted to take a note based off of this, I could click this and I could go keep. And I can take a note. Actually, I don't think this is working the right way. This works this way. I'm going to say done and ignore that. I can, I'm flipping it around. So if I'm in tasks or keep, I can add. So let's say this one, I can edit it and I can add a date. So let's say I want to send out the Mickey Schemer cover design contest tomorrow. It should put that up on my calendar towards the top once I save it. And I can add subtasks as well. So basically tasks, Google Tasks is your to-do list. So these are all the things that I need to do for my job. A lot of it's old, but you get the gist. I can check it off and say that I'm done with it. I can also edit it. And like I said, I can add dates. I can get reminders. I can do all sorts of things. So that's your add a task for Google Tasks. If I close that out, Google Keep is amazing. So Google Keep, I feel like I missed a whole bunch of stuff. We can always go back. So Google Keep is really powerful. So Google Keep is sticky notes gone crazy. So I can take a note and I can say, remember to wear pink tomorrow. Whoop, spell it right. Got my W. There we go. And I can open it up and keep. And once I'm here, I can add that reminder. So I want it to remind me tomorrow at 8 a.m. But actually, that's too early or late because I'll already be here and I'll already be dressed. So let's pick a date and time. I want it to remind me tomorrow, but I want it to remind me at a custom time. So let's just make this a.m. 6:30 a.m. should work. It does not repeat, but it can if I want. And if I click save, it will remind me at 6:30 a.m. I can also change the color just like you would any other sticky note. So we can make it purple, or actually we should make it pink, right? Duh. And I can title it pink. And I can add people to this. So if I wanted to, I could remind Karen Fowler. Karen, I'm sending you an email to wear pink tomorrow. So she, when I click save, she will get an email and you can see there's her little icon. Karen is now on my Google Keep and she can write on here. She can add things to it. We can write back and forth and it can be our little conversation between one another. A great way to utilize this is in the classroom. So I'm about to write an essay on the 9 planets. So me and my partner are going to go search the web. We're going to copy and paste things into our Google Keep. And we're going to take all of our notes in Google Keep. So me and my partner have that. So then as I go to different websites, I can copy and paste things. I can actually, hold on, that's not secure apparently. We can go to Wikipedia, that's got to be secure. And I can click save to keep, and it's going to automatically save that Wikipedia article. And it's going to be on a different note. So I can call this the 9 planets note. And I can take specific text from here. And I'm just pretending and grabbing stuff. Where'd it go? And it's already there. I didn't even have to copy it. It just automatically went and it saves automatically. And then when I go to keep, and did you see how I did that? I clicked in that bottom right corner with the arrow. It opens this up and there it is, beautiful for me. And again, now I can add people into there, or I could have copied and pasted it on my pink, what's it called? My pink sticky right there, either way. So you could see I can paste all that information there as well, either whatever I wish to do. And if I want to pin it, so just like your corkboard at work, these are pinned up to the top. So if I wanted to pin this, I just click that pin and it always is up at the top. If I don't want it up there, I can unpin it and it can go back to the bottom. Now, these are organized in date by when I created them. And it kind of makes it so that you can see the majority of what's going on. However, if I wanted to see it just one after another, I could hit that little icon. So it's either grid view or I don't know what they call the other view, list view. And so you can toggle back and forth, whichever works best for you. Keep is pretty dynamic in the fact that if I want to search for something I shared with Karen, if I spell her name right, Anything with Karen will come up. So look, this is Christina Rogers, but maybe one of her students' names were Karen. You can see how we assign different kids different roles. So the word Karen must be on there someplace. There you go. There's Karen. So anything where it finds Karen, it'll pop up. I could also say that I could search by the Adobe label, and boom, anything with the word Adobe pops up. I can search by the color of the sticky, who it's shared with, the label, when it was reminding me, an image, a drawing. Oh, and I can also make a drawing. So check this out. If I go back, let's say I want to draw, I could have this whole blank canvas and say, hello, boom, and have that as my my note. That will basically become a JPEG in my note, and then I can start typing down below. So Keep is pretty powerful when you start using it. I know a lot of people who use this on their personal Gmail for their shopping list that they share with their significant others or their children. I know a lot of people who use this to create reports and things. So now, ready for this part? This is cool. So I am going to make a Google Doc the short way. So this is my Google Docs Quick Create tab extension. I'm going to open up a new Google Doc, and that 9-planet report that we just made, I'm going to go to Tools. Was it Tools? Hold on. Where's my Keep? Oh, they took it away because it's over here now. So here's Keep. Sorry. And here's my 9 planets. And I want all of that text in the body of my Google Doc. So look, boom, done, finished, voila. All I did was drag and drop, and it, boom, imported into my Google Doc. I don't have to rewrite. I don't have to do anything. If I have multiples, I can grab this and put it in there. Anything I need to do, it'll just go. So it's really, really great, Google Keep. It's integrated into your mail, into your calendar, into docs, and I think it's even in sheets and slides. So it's super simple to use. I highly suggest you do. And it keeps everything in either the trash or the archive. I believe the trash empties itself every 30 days. So if you delete something, like if I delete this note, it will go into my trash can. And then every 30 days, it will go away, I believe. Oh, 7 days. Sorry. It says right there, 7 days. Your mail is 30 days. Apparently, Keep is 7. What else? I feel like Gail added so much last time, and she's not here. So that's Keep. Tasks is pretty simple. So let's go into my mail real quick. I want to show you 2 things. So Gail emailed me. There she is. Okay, so here's Gail. And she asked me earlier for a tech conference meeting. So she wants to meet at 1 o'clock to discuss the tech conference. So I'm going to click the 3 dots, and I'm going to create an event based off of her email. So if I click create event, look what happens. So she said she wanted 1 o'clock on Wednesday. So let's see, is the 26th to not do a great job? Normally, maybe I had to have the date in there, but the 27th at 1 o'clock. So this was not faster. I apologize. So oftentimes it, excuse me, it will pull the data and adjust the date and time for you so that it is just super simple to use. Apparently it didn't do it this time. It did pull both me and Gail in there, so that's helpful. And it did also put the body of her message down into the note section, which is also nice. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out because we do not need to keep that. And my watch just said, "Ooh, you have 5 minutes." So let's see, is there anything else that I have to share with you? Ooh, my computer's telling me 5 minutes left. I think that's all. So we talked about Keep. We talked about tasks. There are apps for your phone for task, Keep, calendar, mail, all of it. So they are all separate apps, but they are all pretty cool. So tasks, I just have to go back to that for 1 second. I don't know about you, but I've always been a pen and paper girl when it comes to my to-do list. I write it all over there. So I was out of school the other day and I finished what I was doing at the school and I had about a half hour left. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to take care of my to-do list real quick. My to-do list was on my desk because it was paper. So if you keep it on your calendar or your tasks, mail, calendar, wherever it is, this way it's with you wherever you go, as opposed to on paper at your desk. So this will help you greatly, hopefully. Okay, let's go back to our slide deck. And I'd love for you to now write your favorite feature with calendar, tasks, and keep. What did you learn that you did not know before? Go ahead and write it in the chat window for me. And while you do that, just because we only have 4 minutes left, I'm going to keep on going. So in order to get the 2 points every week, you need to sign in. You need to be in attendance. So it used to be that you had to be in the live attendance to get points. This year, you do not have to be here live. So if you can't make it, we understand. But I'd rather have you live if you can be, because it's so much more fun and interactive for me. I don't like talking to myself. So hopefully you can come and join me. The implementation homework is basically, I try to make it as simple as possible. So anything that I taught you that you learned today, like Melanie said, she loves Keep. So if you want to create some new Keep notes and take a screenshot at it and post it up to ELM, that is all you need to do for points. And you have to take that survey. So that's the professional development survey. How am I as a presenter? I know I talk fast, but oh, I know what we forgot, the appointments. Okay, so we're completely out of time and appointments takes forever, but I'm going to show you quickly what I'm talking about, what appointments are, and then you can watch the morning webinar and you're going to want to pause and rewind and whatever, because this is a little intricate. But when I make a new appointment, there's 2 things now. So look, there's the event, there's out of office and appointment slots. So if I say out of office, boom, it's going to automatically decline any meeting that I'm invited to during the hours of 8 and 4 on February 27th. It's also going to send a message letting them know that I'm not able to attend. And it will automatically turn on my out of office message for me and automatically respond to anyone who emails me that day. So out of office is pretty powerful. The other thing is appointment slots. So appointment slots, we're going to go through really, really fast. But again, I encourage you to watch the morning session because I explain this in great detail then. Let's say that I need to, and I'm going to change this real quick. I'm going to make it 3 to 4. So every Tuesday and Thursday, whoa, they made it 3 to 11. We don't want that. Every Tuesday or let's say Monday, Wednesday. Every Monday and Wednesday from now till the end of the year, I want to have appointment slots for parent-teacher conferences. Okay. I want them to be 30 minutes each. So I'm going to have one from 3 to 3:30, one from 3:30 to 4. I want the parents to choose when they want to come to see me. So I'm going to click more options. I'm going to add a location, my office or my classroom or my whatever. I can invite people that have to be at every single meeting with me. So I'm not inviting parents. I'm not inviting the people that are going to make the appointment. I'm only inviting, like, let's say the principal has to be with me at every meeting, or the reading coach, or my director. I'm going to invite that person. Maybe it's just me. I'm not going to invite anybody. Maybe it's me and the parent. So I don't have to invite anybody. I can add descriptions down here. So please bring anything you'd like to discuss, whatever the case may be. And I'm going to make it repeat because remember what we said, I want it every Wednesday and Monday from now till the end of the year. So I'm going to make it custom. I want it every Wednesday and Monday, and I want it to end the end of the year, May 31st. And I'm going to click done. Now I'm going to save it. And I'm going to go back. Here it is. You can see the little box. That's my signal that it's a parent-teacher meeting. That's my signal that it's an appointment slot. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to go to the calendar's appointment page. Now, when I go here, the purple is me. So I'm seeing my calendar. You will not see my calendar. You will see, and actually I can copy that, and you can go there as well. You will see your calendar and the gray boxes. So the gray boxes are where you're going to sign up for that meeting, right? So I'm going to click here. It's going to say, I want a parent-teacher meeting. Who the person in parentheses is the person who with the Gmail account who's requesting it. You may want to write, please put your name in the what box. If your parent has like a sparky@gmail.com, you don't know who Sparky is. So you may want to have them put their name in so you know which parent you're meeting with. And you are going to save the appointment. Then when you do that, you and the parent will both get a calendar invite inviting you to that meeting. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, I know I went quick with that. It is a little bit of a challenging task, but I love it. And let's say that you have a doctor's appointment at this one and you can't do it. Or actually, let's go back. Here's my calendar. Let's say that 2 weeks from now, this one, I have a dentist appointment. So I'm going to have to delete it. So I'm going to delete it, but I'm only going to delete that one. Now that one, no parent can sign up for, but all the other ones they can. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that was enough to get you started with that. Again, if you want to watch the morning one, I went into great detail on how to get that done. We are over time, and I don't want to keep you because I know it's Tuesday afternoon. A lot of you want to go home. So again, attendance, implementation homework, survey. Your homework is due March 12th. The technology conference. So our big technology conference is going to be November 8th. However, we are having a mini technology conference. We're calling it the Tech Talk on March 25th. I'm going to grab that URL for you if I can. Here it is. Copy it, and I'm going to invite you to join, to register for that event. So we only have a few slots left, just about 100 left. We can only invite 400 people because of space and presenters and things like that. So hopefully you guys can join us, register soon. And Stacy, I hear you. It's your birthday. I would be celebrating too, but hopefully everybody else can go. And those of you that are my STSTs and my ITSAs, this is really for an educator. So you may not want to attend this just because it's all about the 4 C's and how to implement that into your classroom and takeaways to use with your students. So I don't want to waste your time. Your time is valuable. So I wanted to let you know that, you know, you may not want to attend just because I don't know that it'll be very beneficial for you. Last but not least, please complete that EdTech survey. Again, I'm going to copy that link and put it in the notes for you. And next webinar is going to be on Google tools or grading and assessment tools. So hopefully you will join us for that. I thought I pasted it in. There you go. So there's that register or the evaluation form. And on that evaluation form, only say that yes, you want more training if you need me to come and see you personally. Otherwise, just say no. And I think that's all for today. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. I hope this trains you and taught you a lot. And if you need anything else, just let me know. I'm an email away. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Talk to you soon. Thank you for staying a little bit later than normal.